What's up, guys? So let me just tell you the story for why we're making this video today. So yesterday I was out doing some bush hogging near one of my deer stands and I spooked up 3 massive bucks. All of them were at least 10 pointers, probably 12 pointers. And then it just hit me. If I want to kill a big buck this year, I gotta be getting ready for this year's deer season. What we're going to be doing today is going to my tree stands. I don't know if we're going to be going to all of them today. I have 4 deer stands out. Hopefully we can get some big bucks on camera, see what kind of deer we have on the property this year. Because it changes just about every year. I always lose a bunch of deer and then new ones come back. So we'll see what's happening this year. Last year was a pretty disappointing year. Like, I didn't really get many big bucks on camera at all. So hopefully that's going to change this year because I've been seeing some big ones out. So we're at the first deer stand right now. Right up there it is, and the bedding area is over there. So we got some minerals right here. It's right here at this stump. I've had minerals here last year, and you can see how much the deers have eaten all this wood, digging holes everywhere, eating the dirt. It's pretty crazy. So we're just going to put some more minerals right here and put a trail camera on that tree, and hopefully we can get some big bucks to come. So yesterday I got some of these mineral blocks, and I got 2 of them, and I have 4 deer stands, so we got to break them in half. And I forgot to bring a drill with a drill bit to drill holes in it and break it in half. So I just got this big piece of concrete, and I'm just going to smash it and hopefully get lucky and break it into a big chunk. I'll be surprised if this works. Well, that worked out pretty good. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. It didn't break in half, but yeah, we'll break it one more time. Okay, that's what those down harder. There we go. That should do it. Alright, we'll save this big chunk for another deer stand. And that should be plenty of minerals for the deer to come start licking it up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this trail camera right here set up, facing to the minerals. Okay, I'll make sure and we're photo mode. And I think that's good. Okay, it's counting down. Let's close this thing back up and we should hopefully be taking pictures. Okay, so that's actually it for this deer stand. There wasn't a lot to do, but I thought we'd just start off with this one since it'd be pretty easy. So we will go to a different one where I saw the 3 big bucks yesterday, and we got some more stuff to do there, so. Alright, at the second tree stand for today. Oh man, it is not looking too good. Look at all the vines we're gonna have to take down. I don't think any of these are like poisonous or anything. I'm just gonna start ripping them off. Oh man. Alright, it's looking pretty good. So when I first came here to look at this tree stand this year, I saw all these branches right here. And I was just thinking, man, I'm just gonna have to get a long saw to cut all these down so I can have some shooting paths for the arrow to go through. But actually looking at it from up here, it still looks pretty good, like how I left it last year. So there's a trail right there, and there's an open shooting lane right there. The deer steps right in there, easy shot, no problem. And if I don't get a shot there, or if he comes from this direction, plenty of opportunities right in here. Plus it gives a lot of cover for hide my outline while I'm up here in the tree. All that's left here is to just put the mineral block out, draw camera, and I think we're good to go. I'm just gonna jump down real quick. Just kidding. I only jump halfway. Actually, you know what? Looking down here from where I was in the tree stand, if I'm at like a deer's height, which is going to be like right here, there's no way I'm going to get a shot through all these leaves without skinning my arrow on a branch or something. So I'm going to take the weed whip. I brought it down here just in case, and it turns out I am actually going to need it just to clear a little pathway through here. So I can't get any more string to come out of that thing, so this is all I got. All I really need to do is just clear this top stuff out. Let's go back up in the stand and make sure we can see a perfectly clear path. Oh yeah, that is so much better. I'm really glad I did that. I couldn't see anything right there, so if a deer walked close to this side of the trail, I don't think I'd be able to get a shot right there. And if one walks right there, we'll be good to go. You can see where I had the minerals last year. This big hole in the ground, probably 6 inches deep. So I think I'll put the trail camera up about right here. This should be pretty good. So to do that, I got my big piece of concrete again. Alright, I'm putting my super cheap $30 trail camera right here. And surprisingly, this is actually like my favorite trail camera. I'm gonna make sure it's on photo mode. Alright, it's counting down. I'm at the next stand. Not really, but I'm kind of close. So before I came here, I thought there was a path where I could drive all the way down there, but turns out there's not, and I have to walk all the way to that woods over there, which is like a quarter mile away. So I gotta bring this mineral block. It's already broken half. Shouldn't be too bad. I got my trail camera in my pocket. I guess I'll get to walking. Gotta love that work you put in to try to kill that big buck this bow season. It's a lot of hard work, but it's gonna be well worth it at the end. Hopefully, this will be the year I kill the big one. This is like year 5 or 6 or 7. I've been trying to kill a buck with my bow, a big buck. It's never happened yet, but I got the feeling it's going to be this year. I haven't really put in hardly any work at all this year. Actually, really none. I'm hoping it's not too late. The stuff I'm doing now, it's better than nothing, I guess. Well, I was getting ready to say something, but I completely forgot, so. Oh, I made it. We're here. I'm just going to get up in my stand, take a quick breather, try not to step on this poison ivy. Alright, let's get up here. Oh wow, that path got a lot wider, twice as wide as it was last year. Okay, so while I was walking through the corn talking about work and all that kind of stuff, I was trying to get to our verse for today's video. So normally I just post a verse at the beginning of each video, but I'm going to try something a little different for today. And I'm going to read you guys a verse off my phone and share a little bit about it. So today's verse is coming out of Proverbs 16:3, and it says, "Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established." So it's really easy us for while we're working to become too focused on our goal and what we want and our reward for what we want, and to become selfish about it. But God's telling us in this verse that we need to commit our work to Him and give Him the glory for whatever we're doing, whether it's coming out here and trying to get ready for that big buck this coming season, or out just doing your everyday job. We need to not be selfish about what we want, but to give glory to God for the work that we do. So if we put all of our work into glorifying God, whatever goal we're trying to get, if we put it towards the glory of God, He tells us that our plans will be established, and that whatever we're working towards will eventually happen if you're doing it for God and not yourself. So next time you're doing a job that you're really focusing on what you want, or whether you don't even like to do that job at all, just remember to do it for the glory of God and not for yourself. So that's just something to remember next time you're working. So let's go ahead and get back into putting this trail camera up and get these minerals out for the deer. So last year I had my minerals right there, and you can come down here and see some claw marks in the ground. So the deer are definitely still digging up stuff here and eating it. I'm gonna put my minerals right here in this spot, since that spot's kind of in the corn. I'll just leave it there and get my trail camera and strap it right there to that tree. Turn it on. Make sure it's in photo mode. Alright, let's get out of here. Before we go to my last stand, I really want to check out a new spot because I'm kind of wanting to put a tree stand there. So we're going to go scout out a different spot and see if I want to move my last deer stand over there instead, and eventually get another deer stand and put it where the one we might move is. So I'm at the spot where I'm thinking about putting a deer stand at. It's right along this creek. There's a big patch of CRP down there, and that's where the bedding area is. Soybean fields on each side, and it just kind of is this small section of woods right here. And I'm wanting to put it right along this creek. I'm just trying to find a tree where it'd be good at. Okay, so I decided to hold off on moving one of my tree stands to the spot by the creek, so I am at my final deer stand today. I actually want to take it down and move it down that way a little bit. And the reason for that is this is a pretty good spot for a deer stand. I mean, when I'm up in the top, I can see all of this, kind of a valley down there. It's just a really good spot. It's kind of out in the open. Basically, every time I've came hunting here, I've had deer see me right away. So I'm going to move it down to a better spot where it's more covered and a lot closer to the bedding area where I've seen a lot more big bucks. So I think it's going to be a lot better spot. Might eventually get another deer stand, like the kind that you can hang up and put like a ladder to it that goes up higher so the deer won't be able to see me as easily. I might eventually do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this, taking this thing down. Hopefully it comes down pretty easy. Alright, got this thing loaded up, and we're going to move it down on the woods. Okay, so I moved probably 100 yards down over here to this part of the woods, and I'm planning on putting it on that tree right there. It's a nice, tall, straight one, and it's looking out to all of this. There's a trail that follows right back there to the bedding area, and actually this whole woods is basically bedding area. I think it's going to be a pretty good spot, so I'm going to go put this thing back together and see if I can get it up there by myself. Okay, time for the scary part. I have to climb up this thing without it strapped on right there, but I did tie it around here, so it should be alright. I've done this many, many times, and I've never had it fall on me. I think we'll be okay. No, maybe not. I think I put this ladder too close to the tree, and it's starting to move. There we go. Alright, I did it. Alright, here we go. Sturdy as can be now. Got it strapped down good. I'm really liking where I put this tree stand. I think it's going to be a really good spot, especially when all these leaves are gone. I'll be able to see all the way over there. Hoping for the deer to walk down this path. Perfect shooting lane right there. I'll probably come back here some other time and clear a shooting path down here, some more maybe over there, and maybe some way out there just in case they're out there a little bit because there's an open spot there. Alright, so I'm going to shoot my bow a little bit. Got my recurve right here. Make sure I can still hit the target. I haven't shot this bow since I shot that turkey during the spring, so I'm going to do a couple shots. About 10 yards away from the target. It shouldn't be too hard to hit. That wasn't a very good shot. I wasn't really expecting to hit the bullseye though. There we go. Alright, first shot went high, and the second shot, aiming for the middle one. Pretty good, definitely good enough to kill deer. I'm not really planning on going out with my recurve for the first part of the season. I'll probably use my compound at first till I get a big buck. If I have more time, I'll use this to kill another deer. My camera's flashing dead, so this is going to be my last shot. Not horrible, but not very good either. It's probably still good enough to kill a deer, but I probably wouldn't go hunting if I was shooting these kind of groups. Alright, so that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you want to see my deer hunts coming up later this season, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.